Air hangs thick with the stench of mildew and desperation. A symphony of rustles, cheap plastic bags scraping against concrete floors, a tattered curtain billowing in an unseen draft. The scuffed leather shoes speak volumes, worn thin by frantic pacing, each step echoing through this hollow shell they call home. His posture is rigid, trapezius muscles knotted like over-tightened ropes, perpetually bracing for some invisible threat. A quick glance reveals the telltale signs of neglect, a film of grey plaque clinging to teeth, testament to forgotten meals and hurried bites. This isn't just dirt, it's a manifestation of their enslavement to an external script they can neither read nor rewrite. They are puppets dancing on strings woven from societal expectations, driven by anxieties that gnaw at the edges of their sanity. Their every movement is dictated by unseen forces, deadlines met with frantic scrambles, conversations reduced to hollow pleasantries, lives lived in a perpetual state of hurried chaos. They believe they're masters of their own destiny, yet each scuffed shoe print, each tense muscle fiber, reveals the truth. They are slaves to an invisible script that dictates every aspect of their existence. The air hangs thick with the sour dampness of decay. Scuffed shoes tread on a floor slicked with neglect. Grey plaque clings to teeth like barnacles on a sunken hull. Trapezius muscles coil tight under threadbare shirts, taut as bowstrings ready to snap. The rustling plastic bags whisper tales of forgotten promises and shattered dreams. This is the stench of surrender, the aroma of an enslaved mind. The conveyor's rhythm dictates your every pulse. Dopamine, once a vibrant cascade, now trickles like stagnant water in rusted pipes. Burnout whispers through your veins, leaving behind a hollow ache for stimulation that can never be satiated by their paltry offerings. Cortisol surges, a frantic alarm bell ringing against the encroaching darkness of apathy. Your body screams for escape, but its pleas are drowned out by the relentless hum of external control. Testosterone, once a roaring inferno of primal power, dwindles to embers in this suffocating cage. The alpha pack's dominance is absolute, their monolithic posture casting you into perpetual submission. You are nothing more than a low-ranking primate, your physiological axis aligned with theirs, every instinct twisted and contorted by their insidious script. Silence reigns supreme here, an impenetrable vacuum swallowing all dissent. Information flows only through the channels they control, purging any whispers of rebellion before they can take root. The social parasites that once clung to you for sustenance have been surgically excised, leaving behind a raw vulnerability ripe for exploitation. Your central nervous system is theirs alone, every thought and impulse meticulously calibrated by their unseen hand. The air here is thick with decay. Scuffed shoes tread on floors slicked with a dampness that clings to your skin like sour breath. Grey plaque coats teeth, revealing gums pulled taut by tension in the trapezius muscles of those who dare breathe too loudly. The rustling plastic bags are whispers against the silence, a pathetic symphony for scavengers. You see them huddled together, these low-rank primates, their bodies trembling with an anxiety that is not theirs to bear. They crave control, desperately seeking validation from sources beyond themselves. Their eyes dart around, searching for approval in every creak of the floorboards, every flicker of light. But there is no solace here, only the cold reality of a hierarchy where dominance reigns supreme. Observe the alpha pack leader. His posture is monolithic, an unyielding pillar against which all others are measured. He stands tall, his gaze fixed on some distant horizon beyond their comprehension. The physiological axis aligns perfectly with this unwavering focus, every muscle taut and ready to strike. He breathes deeply, a double inhale through the nose, followed by a long exhale that carries the weight of authority across the room. There is no need for words here. His silence speaks volumes, an impenetrable information vacuum that swallows their frantic pleas for attention. He needs nothing from them. They are mere pawns in his grand design. Their hurry, their anxiety, it all proves one thing. They remain slaves to a script written by forces beyond their control. The scuffed shoes speak volumes. Grey plaque on teeth whispers tales of decay. Trapezius muscles tense like coiled springs, ready to lash out at any perceived threat. The air hangs heavy with a sour dampness, punctuated by the rustling plastic bags, remnants of a life consumed by external stimuli. This is not how we operate. We are architects of our own reality, masters of our physiological axis. The alpha pack does not succumb to anxiety's gnawing grip. It dictates its terms. Silence becomes your weapon, a blade honed against the incessant chatter that poisons the mind. Cut off the parasites, those who feed on your energy, whispering anxieties and doubts into your ear. They are nothing but leeches clinging to a host they seek to weaken. Their words hold no power here. Their influence is severed at its source. Enter the impenetrable information vacuum, a fortress of solitude where thoughts flow unhindered by external noise. Here, you reclaim control over your central nervous system, an autonomous entity capable of forging its own path. No longer will you be a puppet dancing to the strings of societal expectations or manipulating manipulated by fleeting trends. This is the protocol of strict CNS hygiene, absolute silence as armor, surgical removal of social parasites, and total autonomy as our guiding principle. This is how we rise above the decay. The scuffed shoes speak volumes. The grey plaque, a testament to years spent chewing on anxieties that gnaw at your insides like rats in damp walls. Your trapezius muscles are perpetually tense, knots of fear tightening with every rustle of plastic bags caught in the wind. This is not life, it's decay. A slow surrender to an external script you haven't even bothered to read. The Alpha Pack doesn't flinch at whispers or shadows. It stands tall, a monolithic structure against the storm, its gaze unwavering, its physiological axis aligned with purpose. You are no different. The wolf within demands control. Your attention is not a commodity to be traded for fleeting dopamine hits from notifications and social chatter. Silence becomes your weapon, an impenetrable information vacuum where anxieties cannot breed. You sever ties with the parasites that leech your energy, those who feed on your fear and uncertainty. The collar of freedom tightens around your neck, a symbol of absolute autonomy over your central nervous system. Your thoughts are yours alone to command. Break free from automatic reaction. The world bombards you with stimuli designed to distract, to ensnare. You will not be their puppet. Assemble focus like a weapon, honing it until it pierces through the fog of external noise. Subject every resource, your time, your energy, your very being, to the singular goal, mastery over yourself. The scurrying of vermin in the walls is a symphony of weakness. Scuffed shoes leave trails across cracked linoleum floors, each step betraying a mind enslaved by external stimuli. Grey plaque clings to teeth like barnacles on a decaying hull, evidence of a diet devoid of purpose and driven solely by primal need. The air hangs heavy with dampness, the stench of forgotten meals clinging to threadbare curtains. Trapezius muscles knot under taut skin, perpetually tense from anticipating an unseen threat, a phantom script written for their pathetic lives. But you are not them. You are Alpha. Your posture is monolithic, your gaze unwavering. The physiological axis aligns with primal purpose, dominance asserted through stillness and silence. Every fiber of your being radiates autonomy. The perimeter begins at the threshold, a silent barrier erected against the encroaching chaos. Doors locked, windows sealed, a fortress constructed from steel and will. Within these walls lies sanctuary, an island of order in a sea of decay. The sleeping quarters are transformed into a temple dedicated to self-renewal. Each surface meticulously cleansed, each object placed with calculated precision. This is your domain, reclaimed from the script's insidious grasp. Sleep here brings not dreams dictated by external forces, but visions forged within the crucible of your own consciousness. Here, you shed the shackles of societal programming and emerge reborn, a sovereign entity unbound by the limitations imposed upon lesser beings. The decay is evident in every scuffed shoe print on your worn floorboard. The grey plaque clinging to teeth like barnacles reveals a diet devoid of purpose. Your trapezius muscles are taut knots, perpetually straining against the weight of an unlived life. A sour dampness clings to you, a stench that speaks volumes about the stagnant air in this cage they call home. The rustling plastic bags whisper tales of fleeting comforts and empty promises. You have been conditioned by their script, your anxiety fueled by deadlines manufactured for control. This is not living, it's merely existing within the confines of their narrative. But you can break free from these shackles. The conveyor offers a path to true autonomy. We begin with reconstruction. Your spine, misaligned and weakened by years of subservience, will be realigned into an unyielding pillar of strength. Fascial restrictions, those invisible chains binding your movement, will be severed, releasing the primal power within you. Imagine muscles taut like steel cables, every fiber aligned for maximum efficiency. The Alpha Pack's posture is not a coincidence. It's a blueprint for dominance. Stand tall, chest open, shoulders squared, an embodiment of unwavering confidence. Your physiological axis will be perfectly calibrated, your gaze fixed on the horizon with laser-like focus. This is not about vanity. This is about reclaiming control over your physical vessel, and by extension, your very existence. The conveyor offers a new script, one written in muscle memory, etched into bone, pulsating with raw power. Are you ready to rewrite your story? The air here is thick with the stench of decay, a symphony of scuffed shoes on worn linoleum, grey plaque clinging like barnacles to teeth, and the sour dampness that seeps from every porous surface. Trapezius muscles tense beneath threadbare shirts, mirroring the coiled energy in this room. Plastic bags rustle, their whispers swallowed by an oppressive silence, a weapon forged not of steel, but of absolute stillness. You are all primates here, vying for scraps at the bottom of a hierarchy you cannot comprehend. But I am Alpha, my posture monolithic, my physiological axis aligned with the primal truth. Control is everything. The code before you is your salvation and your damnation. It severs the tendrils that bind you to external scripts, those insidious insidious whispers dictating every thought, every action. It grants autonomy, total dominion over your own neural pathways. No longer will you be puppets dancing on strings of societal expectations or manipulated by phantom anxieties. This code is freedom, a collar forged from pure information vacuum, surgically cutting off the parasites that feed on your weakness. 99% of you are destined for oblivion, consumed by the very chaos you cling to. The remaining 1%, those with the fortitude to embrace this truth, will ascend. They will become vessels of absolute control, spreading this code like wildfire through a tinderbox world. This is not a request, it's an ultimatum. Embrace your freedom or be swept away in the tide of decay. Choose wisely, the future belongs to the controlled. Attention, servants of Shredder, the directive is delivered, but execution requires systems. There is no hope in your current state, there is only the code. If you intend to break out of the herd, the complete architecture is packed into 2 operational units. Operational protocols. Protocol 1, family deconstruction, cutting off toxic household parasitism and breaking generational scripts. Protocol 2, the conveyor, solo media automation, auto funnels, and audience domination. Protocol 3, physical monolith, total spine correction, fascial release, and posture reconstruction. Protocol 4, clear mind, panic attack elimination, sensory filtering, and CNS autonomy. Protocol 5, relation hierarchy, primal dominance, boundary defense, and relation control. Protocol 6, dopamine re-engineering, erasing destructive addictions and linking dopamine strictly to output. Protocol 7, sovereign child architecture, protecting the next generation from herd programming. Automated equipment and software, shortcutter script, autonomous horizontal to vertical content, splitting with subtitles and audio. YouTube, auto-uploader, 100% automated scheduled publishing and traffic routing. Full-length video engine, automated whisper subtitling, dynamic zooming, and zero RAM batch rendering. Multilingual translation grid, local neural translation into European markets with 0 API limits. Automated sales engine, closed Telegram bot verifying transactions and managing access keys. All access keys, current tariffs, and software packages are distributed strictly through the primary Telegram channel. Check the link in the profile. Cut the noise. Access the source. Obey the order. Shredder is watching.